Hello guys, how's it going? I missed you. This is a new version of me that you've never seen before, that I've never seen before. Look at her. Who is she? She is fierce. And she has a fucking labubu, dude. My best friend gave me a 24 karat gold labubu. I'm really happy. Even though these are said to be demons, this one is a friend. It's where I'm gonna end this. Today, I have a surprise. Because you've seen me in a different setting for the past few new videos, and that setting was new. I mean, this is new as well, right? This is my room. Say hi to my room, right? I have this, which is really cool. Here's my library, which, I mean, you think you know this library. It's been with me since the first apartment, which is where I found it, and then I decorated it. As you can see, it's like painted on and stuff. It's pretty cool. This is my apartment vlog. You can go watch it. And this is Emotionless and White Pillow, because Creatures is the best album ever. Actually, A Fever You Can't Sweat Out is probably in competition. It's tight, but it's up there. By the way, my outfit today also includes these leg warmers. I look really cool today, as you can clearly see, with my new hair, with my new personality, with the pearls in my eyes. As I said, this is not daylight. This is Vampire Chasm reaching out from the abyss to meet with you and speak with you over a spliff. Yes, I know you've missed it. I missed it. Yes, like, we've been new, okay? So much has been going on in my life, and I think you know that more than anyone. If you've been following me on Instagram, is where I'm most active. Always, I post literally every day stories, whatever, about what I'm doing in my life, and post about how I'm feeling, and like, it's literally my digital diary. So like, it's really cute. If you like me, then you would probably like what I have to say, which is probably why you like me to begin with, because if you know me through here, this is all I do, say shit. I've, as you know, been in a band for like an entire year. I was the founder of the band, and I was the main vocalist. Hello, your girl is a vocalist. I've been battling my stage fright a lot, about a lot of things. This could be like a video about stage fright, because I just wanted to sit here and speak with you, like with a joint, like I used to, like all the time, and also for you to see me in my prime. Like, it's a holiday today, so I look really good. I just came back from my mom's to celebrate the holiday. Let's light this up. This is a gift from my roommate. Thank you, roommate. Yes, incredible. Let's talk about my stage fright, or stage fright in general. I had always severe stage fright about my art, about things that I really believe in, but not speaking, as you can clearly understand from my platforms. I don't know why or what is it, but when it comes to speaking, I'm super confident about it, because I know I will always have something to say. Even if I need to like bullshit, I will always find something to bullshit, you know? I can always speak in like vague ideas if I have nothing to say. And I know people would think I said a lot when I said nothing. Like, I'm very well versed in talking, speaking, in language in general, because I'm an author. As you know, I have also a video how to get into a mindset of writing a book, if that's what you aspire to do. Not the technicalities of it, but the mindset you have to adopt in order to get yourself to write a book. I always did, however, end up being like, as a kid, in like talent competitions and stuff like that, and singing in those competitions, because I knew always that this is a skill that I wanna adopt and develop in myself. Since I was a kid, I was singing, you know, to the point where like people would tell me to stop, which is, I think, the main reason. Like, this is what birthed basically my stage fright, because people would, like in my vicinity, like my parents and stuff like that, like, people around me would just be like, shut the fuck up, you know, like, just shut the fuck, like, you don't sing well, just like, please stop, you know. That would hurt, you know, that hurts. So I just like started, I never stopped singing because like fuck you. I just started like being more aware and more cautious about where and how I'm singing. Super like sensitive to criticism about my singing, and that became like a wall that I had just like built up between me and the outer world, so I couldn't express myself in music the way I wanted to, the way I know I am destined to, in a way. So that was really fucked up, and that stopped me from achieving most of what I want in life, which was really annoying for like a while. So then I dropped my solo music, which is something, you know, it's experimental, it's interesting, but it's also like an intro to my album that's coming soon. What album? What? Yes, you heard it first. Don't tell anyone, guys. Keep it under the wraps for me, okay? It's underground, okay? I don't want everybody to know about it. It's like when somebody has like very good music and you like ask for the name of the song that they put on and they tell you, yeah, but don't share it with people. Then I realized, okay, I could be a solo artist. I just did it, right? But it's not fun. Like, I missed being like with people, like going to rehearsal, like forming connection. Again, I'm like an Aquarius. I always have to show this tattoo. I made a vow to show this tattoo in every video. I don't know what, when, I don't know. Just as the theme. I wanted the community element. I also made it really interesting. Like, I found like an old girls like rock band. It was pretty cool. I really enjoyed like every moment, even though it ended not so well, but it's fine. Like, we gain knowledge, we gain experience. So through this experience, they were like really open, and like they were also very talented and very well versed in what they do in like the industry of music, like in performing, some of them in the actual like theory and like science, I guess, behind music, which was crazy. And then we had the guitarist who was well versed in the industry in a way of like connections and like knowing where to go and what to do, production, stuff like that, you know. It was really interesting for me as a singer who only knows how to play Wonderwall on the guitar. A singer who also has stage fright. So I don't know even how I did all of this, but like, yeah, I did my best in every rehearsal to just like fake it, pretend I don't have stage fright, even though I did state to the girls so they would know that it's not my full potential here, you know, because I still did have doubts about myself, you know, about opening up, singing, and criticism and all of that. Not only about my singing, I've noticed that for a while this also has been a motif within my writing. I would be scared, you know, to share a piece of poetry that I wrote, or like something that I wrote, or like anything that's connected to my book, because I feel like it's a niche, it's super niche, like that I would write a book, and of how complex it is, and the fact that it's so important to me and I'm so passionate about it, and it's a whole world invented in my own mind. Like, when you think about it, it's kind of weird to explain it to like a person who's not an artist, who is not a creative, like, which sometimes like I don't think you need to explain them anything really, but because it's just like a void sometimes, like, you know, with the gaps. Even people who are creative, it's weird to share this raw thing that is happening within your essence of existence, and you're just like translating it in a way that's a form of art, a form of writing. Like, it's weird, you know. Even describing it is like, whoa, because I always see everything as like a big idea. I don't think anything just is. This is also my Neptune and Aquarius, because I always have to like break the bounds of what is acceptable to think or acceptable to believe, you know. I want to investigate that, not to break the bounds, but like be a little, you know, curious, a little rebellious about it, you know, challenge it a little. Oh my god, no. Whoa, this just happened. I didn't know this could do that. Wow, that was traumatizing. Anyway, before my microphone got decapitated, I felt sort of really vulnerable talking about my book, mentioning that I'm writing a book, that I'm an author, that I'm a novelist. It's kind of strange. How do they call it? Imposter syndrome, you know, where you feel like you don't deserve a certain descriptor, because the descriptor seems like it should have a lot of evidence or a lot of experience or like proof, I guess, behind it, which I guess in more practical professions, I would say yes, like being a doctor, being a scientist, you would have to like go through a certain certification to allow yourself to have that title. But as an artist, it's much more abstract. Obviously, that's why people do art, because you don't have to learn it, you have to be it, and that's the easiest thing because you are it all the time, you know. For me, now in this era, I feel like I'm returning back to being myself, and I'm returning to discovering all of my interests again, because I was super honed in on the band. I was like 100% focused on it the entire year. It was actually really fun, and I don't regret anything. I had the best experience of my life. It was like city life, you know, music life. It was like hanging out with a bunch of cool people, being around music all the time. And I've also learned so much from them because they were so talented and so actually impressively good, which was also an ace for me. They were all aces, you know. I guess I was a joker and they were all aces, you know what I'm saying, because I was the fool at the end. Yeah, but when you start thinking about sharing your experience in a different way, when you think about it like this, Marilyn Manson, people call him a singer. I call him a singer, right? My ex told me once, like, he doesn't know how to sing. And I was like, what do you mean he doesn't know how to sing? He hits the notes. She's like, he doesn't know how to sing, bro. Like, he doesn't sing well. And then I understood completely at that moment that this is so relative. Whatever hits someone, hits someone. Like, people listen to fucking punk music. Like, I'm sorry, maybe I look like I do, but I do not. Not to throw any shade on punk music, like I'm goth, emo, but like I do like love post-punk, synthwave, all of those, you know, dark wave, you know, more like industrial, more punk sometimes seem to me like too abstract, you know. I'll give you a credit, you know, too abstract, you know, it makes me squeamish. People enjoy that, right? People enjoy this harmonic drums, which drives me insane. People enjoy people screaming into the microphone without notes. People enjoy that, you know. Even if you are not the best, as long as you're gonna do your best and be confident about it and try to enjoy the experience, you have literally nothing to be afraid of, because you would just be so fulfilled and satisfied with the fact that you did it, that it doesn't really matter what anybody else would think about it, even if you screwed up, you know, even if you actually wrote the most horrendous book in the entire universe, right? And it's just like cancelable in so many ways. You still did it. You still fucking did it, and you went with it and own it, you know? And even if you went on stage and you had a voice crack and you forgot the lyrics and you were playing the wrong whatever, you just did it. You still did it, and you would feel so fulfilled that you did it, rather than just like suppressing it your whole life and just like putting a title on yourself. Oh, I have stage fright. Oh, I have stage fright, you know? And like, listen, I still sometimes say that I have stage fright, even though like still I'm a person who is very much, I don't want to say a public figure, but like, listen, I'm online all the time. I speak to a camera. I don't want to say a model, but in like a way, I enjoy being photographed. I enjoy being on camera. I enjoy speaking publicly. I love it. But expressing deeper elements of my personality, like this, all of this, for me, in my opinion, it's like Mars and Aries, right? Like the drive to do all of these things, it's like, it's very masculine. It's like I have a message, like I want to show my outfit, like I have a reason, you know? But with my art, it's like, this is my soul. This is my Venus in Pisces here. This is my soul. This is so fragile. I don't want to say fragile, but like, it's like so delicate, and it's so precious to me that exposing it to other people is a threat in a way to my creativity. Like, I can understand the logic behind it, but when we dive deeper and we understand that, in my perspective, where I see it, is that we are meant sometimes to go against our nature as people to become the best versions of ourselves. Like, for instance, someone who is afraid of heights, but their dream is to be an astronaut. It's to overcome something that is kind of in your nature, and for you to transmute and alchemize into the highest version of yourself that can achieve your highest dreams, which seems counteractive because it's like, what do you mean? But it's my nature, right? It's my truth. There is a deeper truth beneath what you can currently see in your current circumstances, and this will always be this way, right? Even right now, I cannot see the truth that Kesem in like 10 years can see, right? Yes, going against your nature sometimes is what you have to do. And beyond that, recently I've also started to feel a bit of a like identity crisis within my art, because I haven't been painting my soul for a long time because I couldn't find the feeling to translate, right? Because I was very much in the motions. I moved apartments, I faced betrayal, a lot of shit happened. I had to recover from financial issues that I was having the past year. It was a lot. It was just a lot. So I didn't really dedicate the time to tap into that feeling of a part of my soul I should paint, because you just know it. As an artist, you sometimes just know what your soul wants you to vomit out, and it doesn't make sense. It never makes sense. Maybe sometimes after you finish painting, you're like, oh my god, this is the meaning behind this. But as you paint, you're like just like painting, which is awesome. It's like incredible that we as humans, we like have this ability to create art. Like, let's talk about that for a moment. Like, isn't it crazy? I think it's insane because we can birth ideas, not only people, which is, this is the Delulu part. This is where I get like grateful and like in awe of the universe, Let's take a hit to that. So yeah, about my hat. I always wanted to be, I did it myself, thank you. Yes, I know, I'm just like an expert. I should be a hairstylist. Stylist. Oh my god, I can't believe we didn't even mention it. My hair, I always picture myself with long hair, and like in my spirit eye, I just have long hair, so it just feels so natural to me to have it. And I also felt like I wanted a bit of a light change and still maintain the gothness. So this is what I did. And I was a stylist on a student film set. And it was really fun. It was really cool as an experience. And I got to have so many connections and to see the makings of like a film. I'm not really much of a film person. You know me, I read books a lot. I'm a bookworm. I like my weird niche TV series. Maybe like few movies, like only movies that other people show me. Like, I would never just like go and watch a movie because I want to. Maybe like horror movies I watch like that, but that's it. Like a TV series, yes, I would start watching by myself. A book I would pick up by myself because that's what you do, you just pick up a book by yourself. But a movie is like only when other people, usually my friends really like movies. They're like, wanna watch this movie? I'm like, yeah, sure. and then I know the movie, and then it becomes my personality for forever, actually. Just like, because I never see movies, they are really special to me, you know? I feel like maybe because I see everything as a sign, that I like kind of energetically feel like I should avoid watching every movie, because I only absorb what I need to, in a way. This year, I really want to be more open with you guys on this channel, and I would love to bring more of my thoughts into, I don't want to say a speaking seminar, but like, you know, I want to bring my thoughts into the surface and just like share it with people who can resonate, because I know a lot of people experience what I experience, because we are humans. And if you found me, then that means you kind of are similar to me in energy. So you probably feel some similar things, some similar ways, you know, experience some similar things. Sometimes seeing somebody who's experienced what you are experiencing, it can help you connect with people. And this is what I'm trying to do, like connect with people and have like good influence, because I guess this is what this gift is meant for, in my opinion. Like the gift of the internet, right? I think the internet is an amazing place, because we can literally find friends from every possible place in the world in a blink of an eye, you know? Yes, it also has the dangers of it, but if we focus only on the dangers of it, and like, of course, always be cautious and protect yourself from everything that you need to, because in this world, not only today but always, there's predators everywhere of every kind, you know? You're still animals in a way, it's the same laws of nature, but it has a beautiful part, which is the ability to share experiences and connect with people with no limitations. Again, has its downfalls in the way that I described it, like share experiences with no limitations kind of could be like, yikes, don't take that out of context, but connect with people without having to physically meet them, without the bounds of like religion or like communities or like family or like whatever. It's very elastic, and I love that. That can also become, the internet I mean, can also become a vessel for the universe to channel towards you things that you attract. For instance, for me, I'm a very like happy person, I'm a very bubbly person, as you know me. I'm silly, but I'm also cynical and like a bit serious, and I'm like, you know, just an Aquarius. I don't know how to explain it. And I'm edgy, but I'm also very sweet. On the inside, I have some duality within me. What did I even want to say about that? I got carried with like complimenting myself. Oh, like legit, what was I talking about? Oh, so I attract that type of content. When anything pops up on my feed that I don't resonate with, I don't like it, I actually press that I'm not interested in this button, because I want to be surrounded with things within my frequency, and I want to be on a high frequency. So the things I consume should resonate with that, should be aligned with that idea. I feel like the ability that I have to maybe share content like this that is on maybe a high frequency, to maybe share knowledge, or like maybe share experience, maybe share a story, maybe give advice or anything like that. Maybe just to have a raw moment, a human moment. I feel like this can sometimes put a smile on someone's face. I know sometimes oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Wow, this was a very spiritual moment. So yeah, sometimes I also see content that I really resonate with, and I'm just like, wow, this was definitely sent to me right now. I'm so happy to see this. And when we also moderate what content we consume, we can open that door for the universe to come in and channel specific things for us to consume. And those specific things will impact us more deeply and more profoundly than just like consuming content haphazardly. I also have a coffee that I completely forgot about. Oh my god, I can't show this. It's a mug with Greek gods doing it, and it's my roommate's. I don't know, I not asking any questions, it just was the mug that was the most available right now. I, like I said, also want to renew and reopen my art store where I sell copies of my paintings and canvases and some t-shirts and like some merchandise like that with my creations on it. I have some cool ones. I have some really cool ones. I'm just excited for this equinox. It's, I don't know, October 7th today, and I'm just really excited. First of all, for my annual Halloween party. It's not gonna be as grand as the previous one that we had last year. It was like really grand. We rented like an Airbnb, and it was like a 2-story like huge house. Fucking wow, it was insane. Pool, whoa, it was like movie type shit, teenage house party type shit, but everybody was like in Halloween costumes. Like, it's Mean Girls, it's giving Mean Girls, but without the Mean Girls because it was fun. And there is some things that I'm working on, so like schedule managing, and there's a video that I'm working on about it and about experiments that I'm having with it. It's gonna be a vlog, and that's about it basically. About Stage Fright, there's nothing much that I can say more, but just like face the fear, you know? Sometimes you have to face the fear and just like look it in the eye and just like be like, yo, what's up? You know? If I go like this, would you see my leg warmers? But oh, you can see the Labubu. Oh, that is nice. Oh my god, I saw Lisa from Blackpink. She went on some event. She was invited to some kind of event. Felix was also there. It was like a moment. Like, it was a moment, right? And she was like, oh my god, I will put a picture of how she looked. It was, wow, amazing. Like, this is tea. Okay, I just decided, right, when this setting is happening, it's me with the joint, we spill tea, I don't know what event it was, right? But she has this Labubu with like chains on it, and she has like YSL on it, and just like so fucking cool. And she uploaded a reel, I think. It's like,
I have the one and only 24 karat gold Labubu. Now, this is real 24 karat gold.
Truly 24 karat gold. Literally, I believe. I have like tea about my job. So I quit my job last year around December. I was 41.14 on the mic recording. I moved to work at a fabric store. It's like an art fabric store, and it was really cool, but I had a rat problem, and we had a manager that didn't know how to manage shit, and it was not very organized at all. People who worked there like for 3 years would still ask the manager how much things cost because she changes them all the time. Like, that is unusual. That is like not okay. So I was like, I have to like leave this place. So this is what I do. And then I didn't find anything better. That was not a very smart move, because I should have found something else before I quit my job. I became a barista, and that didn't work very well as well, because you have to be a literal like crackhead to be able to like manage to be a barista, or like a waiter, a waitress, or like whatever. These jobs are like incredibly exhausting for a person like me, who is an introvert, who needs to like maintain their energy, who needs like to breathe. No, that's not for me. I'm an office corporate girly. Like, don't come at me with that labor. That's labor. So much labor. And then I was a manager at the competing arcade, because it's literally in the same mall, but it's the highest floor, where my original arcade is at the bottom floor underneath the ground. You know, like a fucking casino, bitch. That arcade is very popular. It's very famous. It's international company, and it has a theme of aliens. That's all I'm gonna say, right? So they paid very well. However, not only did I notice that all of the workers were literally 15 years old, Also, the manager had anger problems. You know how they say you can bring a person out of the hood, but you can't bring the hood out of the person? This was the case. We're from the same hood, the one I'm living in currently. Yes, I came back to live in the hood. I have a video about that as well. So we had a lot of anger problems, and he would like take it out on the 15-year-olds, which I don't think it's really legal, but I don't want to say anything. They are getting paid fairly and everything was fine, but like, we had to like walk around with like walkie-talkies, bitch, because the place was so huge, right? The arena fucking shit was so huge. The conditions there were more strict. Like there was a whole system for like tickets that you have to get it approved by a manager for people to withdraw the tickets, because this way they cannot like cheat, and they have this app on their phone as well, which if they don't have like a card, because today we don't have coins anymore, bitch, everything is digital, so there's like a card that you swipe in line, a swiper, and like they also have a barcode, so like all the tickets that you gain them into the card itself. You don't have paper coming out of the machines anymore, which is great for the environment. Scary with technology, but that's the least scary part about technology today. They have the system, right? Crazy. You had conditions of if you have no work, which was the case a lot of the times, you would just have to clean. And like they would see you on the cameras and they would call you, and the manager, he would always yell at everyone in the walkie-talkie. If he wasn't happy, he wouldn't come to you privately and tell you, yo, I'm not happy with this. No, he would fucking scream his ass off at you in the walkie-talkie, bitch. Everyone would hear that. At first I forgot that everybody can hear that, right? So one time he like screamed at me for something. I don't remember what it was because it was so like simple and so mundane, because he was just like angry for something else and stressed from something else, like answering him, like setting boundaries of like, yo, don't shout at me, I'm not a 15-year-old, bitch, be professional about it. And then afterwards, worker, she came up to me and she was like, yo, that was pretty harsh, like how do you feel about it? And I was like, oh, you could hear that? Oh, I forgot it happened, really, because I know it's not personal, just like dude's fucked up, has anger problems, takes it out on people. I was treated with respect because I command respect, like what the fuck. The 15-year-olds should have this respect at the same amount, but I'm not gonna talk about that. It's easier to be the tough boss on minors. I don't like when people yell at me, because what the fuck, what are you, an animal? I'm sorry, like, but really, speak. Again, because I'm really good with like speaking. I know not everybody has this diplomacy, but what the fuck? Yelling is never like the first option. You know what I'm saying? One day I prayed as fuck. I was working at that arcade and I was cleaning and I was doing more than asked for, more than anybody else was doing, because when I go to work, I care about my job. I do my job 100%. Then I pray to God and I say, I am willing to do everything I'm doing right now and more for my arcade. So just like, please let me work back in my arcade. I wrote to my previous boss and I was like, yo, if you need summer vacation, worker, to fill up, I'm free. Magically, a week later, a worker who is also the one who created the student film that I was a stylist in, quit. So the boss was like, yo, you wanna come back? And I was like, oh my god, yes, oh my god, thank you for saving me. So that was crazy. Now I'm back at my arcade. I love this place. It's hard for me to describe how much this place means to me. Like, I've been working there since I was like 17, which means a lot. I grew up there. These people are my family in a way. This place is my literal home. I like sharing the progress. Yes. Hello, yeah.
Is he in here?
Yeah.
Oh, are you busy?
I'm about to wrap up, actually. We have a new cat. We have a new addition to the family. So, that was it. Thank you so much for watching. Yes, indeed. This is my roommate.
This is Winston Light. Don't get him mistaken for Winston Churchill. It's the cigarettes.